Let's think about this. Why are people running away from that country as if they are criminals? They are not criminals. They are running away because they want a better life for themselves. Why can't we just do what is right? What is the cause of people leaving the country? What is it? Why are people so being inconvenient in their own country? People will work hard to make money. They can't get that money. And what you tell them now is that they cannot withdraw more than 20,000 naira a day in their account. What can 20,000 naira do in Nigeria of today? Greetings to everyone out there who is opportune to see this video. It's my pleasure to come to your screen once again, and I'll be doing this video with English language so that I can communicate with everybody who needs to hear this. And I do this video also for those who are critical thinkers who can reason beyond beyond ethnicity, beyond political status quo, or beyond religion. Those are the people I'm making this video for. And it's all about what is happening presently in Nigeria. So, recently I've been seeing different people. I'll branch over the issue between Seun Kuti and Peter Okoye, P-Square. I'll branch over that. But I want to talk about the current happening now about which person is to vote for in this coming election. You know, many people have been saying Peter Obi can do this, Peter Obi has done this, and he can do better. And some people will say Atiku is their messiah in this coming election. And some will say Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu Jagaban of Lagos State will be their messiah. And they are ready to support him and put him there so that it can make things better for them. And that will lead me to the situation of things happening between Seun Kuti and Peter Okoye. And you know, in Seun's word, Seun said, nobody can save Nigeria. No individual can save or redeem Nigeria. Now, I told you earlier, I want to talk to people who can think critically without being biased and without thinking of with ethnicity, sentiment, mind, or without, with the mindset of religion, or without, that's the kind of people I want to talk to. Now, first of all, most people who are supporting Tinubu, they are supporting Tinubu because they think is the transformer of Lagos State. That's some people's mindset. And they were thinking if Tinubu can do that in Lagos State, then he can do much better or a little better in Nigeria. All right. Now, what Tinubu might have done in Lagos State, whatever you think Tinubu has done in Lagos, I'm not disputing the fact that Tinubu made Lagos what it is today or not. And if Tinubu made Lagos what it is today, and you guys are facing a lot of stress in Lagos as of today, I don't want to condemn anybody. I don't want to, criticize anybody. But I just want to tell you that if you said Tinubu has made Lagos State whatever it is today, and that means you're telling me that you love the way Lagos State is today. And that is why you believe that Tinubu can make Nigeria a better place for every one of us to live. All right. Now, you've forgotten that Tinubu of 20 years ago is not Tinubu of today. Tinubu of 20 years ago is a very vibrant, energetic, somebody who can think, somebody who is very brilliant. Yes, that's who Tinubu was. Not now. Tinubu now is a sick man who needs treatment, who needs care, who needs to have been retired home. Okay? Now, on the other person, Atiku. Atiku is another person who has been in the government for many years, who has been, sorry, I'm getting distracted with something. somebody who has been in government, who has been a former vice president of the country, and Atiku says he loves Nigeria so much to the extent that he doesn't live in Nigeria anymore. Rather, he's living in Dubai. Okay? For you to know how much he loves Nigeria. And Atiku is somebody who will tell you that he will privatize everything privatizable for him to run his government. And this is the same person who has sold Nigeria's asset at a time, an asset that was built with about $3 billion, I guess. Who sold it for 130 million naira, if I'm not mistaken. $3 billion to, or maybe 3 billion naira, if I don't want to bring up wrong figures. But I think 3 billion, I don't know if it is $billion or naira, but I know it is 3 billion, and he sold this asset for 130 million naira, probably to his friend or even to himself. This is some people's savior in this 2023 election. Okay? All the people we have in Nigeria of today contesting for one position or the other, they are all questionable characters. And that takes me to Peter Obi. People are saying Peter Obi do this, Peter Obi do that, Peter Obi has done this and Peter Obi has done that. Go and verify his record. Okay, that's what people have been saying. I'm not going to fault Peter Obi. I'm not going to fault him at all, because if I'm putting out fault on him, some people will say because he's a Yoruba man, that's why, and he's against an Igbo person, that's why he's faulting Mr. Peter Obi. But my question to anybody who is supporting Peter Obi of today is this: if Peter Obi eventually becomes the president of Nigeria in this year 2023, tell me, what constitution is Peter Obi going to use? Is it the same constitution that was imposed by the military on us? If Peter Obi eventually becomes the president, is he still going to be using the same constitution we are using now? That all of you know that this constitution is the problem of Nigeria. Because every country you are seeing doing well today, go and check their constitution. Their constitution is the source of their wellness. If I'm wrong, you can quote me wrong. Because constitution of the country will tell you that if somebody does this is what happened to the person. If this kind of thing happened, this is what happened after. But look at the Nigerian constitution of today. And people are fighting themselves over this is Peter Obi. We are supporting Peter Obi because we know he's the one that can do this, can do that. Now, if Peter Obi becomes the president, is he not going to be governing over APC and PDP senators, House of Assembly members, or how many House of Assembly members does Peter Obi party has? Or is he going to change them automatically when he becomes the president? That is not possible, because that's not how it's done. You guys think that Fulani doesn't know what they are doing by putting all their people, as in the key positions of Nigeria. You think they don't know what they are doing? You think they don't know what they are doing? And we have been telling people, let's break up Nigeria so that everybody can have peace of mind. But people always like to look away, because you think you can still redeem Nigeria. After how many years? After how many years? I told you earlier, I'm talking to people with deep thinking, not shallow thinkers. So, if you think this word is I know some people will see this word as, they will see me as somebody who doesn't want Nigeria, who doesn't. If you even look at it, what has Nigeria done for you in person? I'm not talking to those rich, fraudulently rich people, those who got their ill works from Nigeria. As an individual, Here, I live in Germany. Okay? And here in Europe, here in Germany, as long as you are already 18, in fact, yes, as long as you are already 18, you start going to driving school. And when you are 18, or after getting your driving license, even if you are 18 or 19, you can buy a car from the car sellers. It doesn't mean that you have to pay the money in cash. It doesn't mean that you have to pay this money in cash. The cars that the young boys in Nigeria drive, and everybody will see them as the big boy. I have a colleague at work. She's just 19 years, and she already had her own car because the system of this country allows it. She's not even a German citizen. She's from Turkey. This girl is from Turkey. Many, like, it's not a new thing. It's just like that. That's the system. Now, let me ask you, as a Nigerian that you call yourself, what has Nigerian done for you, that makes you think that Nigeria will favor you, or Nigeria is the best country, for you? A country that doesn't care about the citizen. If they care about you, if you think Nigerian leaders or Nigeria as a country cares about you, you are supposed to be getting every child is supposed to be getting a child benefit from when they are from babyhood. They are supposed to be getting a child benefit. But are you getting any of those things? Many of these our leaders today, they were getting some of those benefits when they are young. In fact, that is why some of them can go to school and understand this useless English that they are telling us now. Femi Adesina is saying something I saw on news today. He said he has been living with 20,000 naira for the last 1 week. Can you imagine that? Femi Adesina of a person. I can trust devil statement more than that man's word. And those are the kind of people we have in power. People that tell lies in fact, to your face, and you cannot do anything about it. Guys, I don't want to bore you with my story today, or with my talks. All I want to tell you is that nobody, that is what some people are not understanding about Seun Kuti's statement, that nobody, not even Peter Obi, can save you from Nigeria. Not even Jesus Christ, if he come to Nigeria today, with the constitution Nigeria has been using, except there's a round table sitting down, and people of the country come together and rewrite the story, rewrite the constitution. Else, if you are still hoping that anybody will become president, even Showore that I love so much, even if he becomes president of Nigeria. So if you are still thinking that Nigeria is going to favor you one day, or Nigeria is going to be better one day, Nigeria is supposed to be one of the most enjoying country in the world, with all the resources Nigeria God has blessed Nigeria with. But which one are you allowed to enjoy? Dubai has been living on gold and oil money that they have. Don't you have oil in Nigeria? Don't you have gold in Nigeria? Ask yourself, why is Nigeria like that? And instead of some people, many of us even wrong fight many times. We do wrong protests many times. Things that we're supposed to, and you will even see people making protests. You see some people making protests. Some people always look away. It doesn't concern me, Jare, not today. Just because we are too comfortable in our poverty. Let's think deeply. See, if you those old men, they have lived their life. They are living your life even with their life. So if you are not careful, they will live your children's life with their own before they leave you and go. Then when they are going, they will not even leave everything to you. They will still leave it to their own children, and their children will continue from where they stop. So, but if Nigeria is broken today, if Nigeria is separated today, there will be new things. There will be new constitution. Everything will become new. Things will change. You guys should think about it. Don't look at people who are agitating for a separation as if they are Don't see people who are calling for the separation of Nigeria as a separationist or an enemy of Nigeria. We only want good lives for our people. We want good lives. We want our people to live lives. People live in Europe. Why many people are running to Europe? Because people are living better life there. And that is what we want for people. You know, we don't want you to be looking up to somebody as a godfather or as a godmother before you can live your own life, before you can enjoy the benefit of life. A country where you don't have steady electricity, a country where you don't have good health care, a country where you don't have good roads, a country where there's no good education again. You know, a lot of things are spoiled in that country, and yet people are looking away from all those things as if things will be better. They have been saying this thing for more than 30, 40, 50 years. Even that time, this has not gotten this bad. Now, if you look at the political system in Nigeria, it has always been from bad to worse to the worst. And the worst is yet to come. If we don't break up that country, if Nigeria does not disintegrate, the worst is yet to come in that country. The worst is yet to come in that country. You always see that one government that you complained about last time is better than the one you have now. Look at the history. Just look at the history. Just look at the history. The last government will always be, will always be like a saint to those ones that you have currently. The same way many people are following Peter Obi, follow Peter Obi without thinking very well now. Hoping that, I'm not saying Peter Obi is a bad man or he cannot do anything. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is that the system of Nigeria will not even allow Sir Peter Obi to function anywhere. Is the president? Yes. If he becomes the president, yes. What about other political positions under him? Will it change people who are there just to make sure his government works fine? How will it solve the security problem? How will it solve the electricity problem? How is it going to solve education problem? How is it going to solve every other problem you have in Nigeria with the kind of people that are just like one good man out of 1,000 bad men? Look at it. Think deeply, guys. Let's think deeply. Let's think deeply. Don't follow politicians just because some people are saying, oh, this man has done this. Don't just follow people for following's sake. Look at what is the condition surrounding them. What can they do if they eventually be in that position? Can only one man solve Nigeria's problem? And that is why Seun Kuti said it is the Nigerian people that can solve that country problem by themselves. But the question is that, in the first place, is Nigeria even a country that doesn't have its own language? Which country in this world doesn't have its own language? Tell me, guys. Which country in this world doesn't have its own language? Only Nigeria doesn't have their own language. That you speak foreign language. And when you are saying it, just like we are saying it now, but I'm using this language to communicate with everybody. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm using this language to speak. But what is the language of Nigeria? Nigeria doesn't have a language. We only have many languages in Nigeria that people speak. Okay? So is that a country? A country that doesn't have its own particular language. If they call you as a Nigerian, and they say, what is your language? As a Nigerian that you call yourself, many of us. If they ask you what language is the language as a Nigerian, you will not be able to tell them a particular language. You say, okay, we speak English in Nigeria. That's the colonial language that was given to you. So what else can you be proud of as a Nigerian? What can you be proud of? Except the entertainment that has been putting the name of Nigeria on the world map. Entertainment industry, movie industry that have been putting the name of Nigeria on the world map. And after that, what? So guys, let's think about this. The earlier is going to be better for us. The more we are allowing Nigeria to exist, the more problem we encounter. Look at the problem has been degenerating from time immemorial, from years back. And now it's graduating, it's going higher. Because the more problem lasts on ground, the more it becomes a normal thing. Now it has become a normal thing for everybody to do things anyhow. So the earlier, the better for us. Let's think about this message. Please help me share this video to as many people as your friends as you have, so that everybody can think over this. We can continue to live, you know, in abject poverty. Nigeria is now the poverty capital of the world. Nigeria is one of the most terrorized countries in the world. In fact, 1 to 5 countries in the world, Nigeria is among them. I think number 3, the last time I checked. Number 3 most terrorized country in the world. And that's the country you want to continue to fight for? Let's think about this. Why are people running away from that country as if they are criminals? They are not criminals. They are running away because they want a better life for themselves. Why can't we just do what is right? What is the cause of people leaving the country? What is it? Why are people so being inconvenient in their own country? People will work hard to make money. They can't get that money. And what you tell them now is that they cannot withdraw more than 20,000 naira a day in their account. What can 20,000 naira do in Nigeria of today? In Europe here, in Germany here, I can make withdrawal at least 1,500 euros in a day. How much is 1,500 euros in Nigeria of today? More than 1 million naira. Okay? More than 1 million naira. That means somebody can withdraw at least 1 million from ATM. Not even in any bank, in any ATM, I can withdraw 1,500. In some banks will give you minimum of 1,000 you can withdraw in 24 hours. Yeah. Some banks will tell you that you can withdraw only 1,500 in a day. At least you can still do something with that money. That money compared to 20,000 naira. What can 20,000 naira do for you in a day? Even that 20,000 naira too now, some people cannot even get it. If you are even getting it, you are not getting it for free. You have to pay like 5,000 to get 20,000 naira from the money you have worked at. In the first place, people are being underpaid. And you know, after you have been underpaid, you see the little you have, maybe out of 30,000 naira that some people earn, they are trying to save some money because of unknown, unforeseen days like this. Now this day has come now. Some people need their money to do some other things. They can't even get it. Imagine how many people will have lost their life in this current time because of they can't pay for their hospital bill. Because some people need to carry Okada. Will you be telling Okada will you be using Okada? Will you be using transfer to settle Okada payment? If you have to go on Okada, or you want to pump your tires, will you be making transfer payments? I mean, to your organizers? Do you even think it's everybody that have a bank account? What do you always think about average people who are almost, not making good ends meet? What do these people think about them? Do they consider them before making their decisions at all? And yes, some people want to continue in that situation. So that is why you have to share this video for everybody to see, on to hear why we have to separate from Nigeria, why Nigeria has to be disintegrated. If Nigeria continues to exist, I know many people will not like this message. But if you like it or not, this is what will still happen at the end of the day. Go and write it down. I leave you for today. Till we see again next time. Have a wonderful day. And bye.